Hi everyone, it's Sunday, September 9th, and it's time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. From Europe this week, Andrea Guolo reports that veal skins continue to be stable but expensive thanks to healthy demand and tight supplies. Other hides are not so fortunate, such as cows, which might come under further pressure, he says, for a number of reasons. Andrea explains this in his report, along with why sales were at a standstill this week. Also in this issue, he takes a look at the acquisition of a tannery by luxury brand Chanel in the latest example of high-end brands that are tightening control of their supply chains. From Brazil, editor Ronald Guiel tells us that prices throughout Latin America are generally steady. Business has been unexpectedly slow after the fair, with customers dragging their feet. And then last week, we reported that the government announced the removal of a wet blue tax that has been in effect, but it's going to take at least 30 more days, says Ronald, before we know what kind of effect that will have on the market, and it remains to be seen if any discount will be passed on to tannery customers. Also from Brazil, preliminary figures note that August's leather exports were up from July, but that the year-to-date value was still down 25% from last year. This week's report also has the latest on the economic crisis in Argentina and what's going on in that market, an update on Colombian cattle slaughter, as well as an item on an innovative new project for Guanajuato's footwear designers that will save time and money in sourcing and production. Turning to the United States, this week, steer selections tried to cling to steady levels, but a number of them nonetheless declined. Taking a look at heavy Texas, for example, they were one of the selections that were steady to lower, trading in a range of prices, with the majority of sales at $33.50. The week's export figures also had healthy numbers, with shipments at 665,900. And while sales are closer to keeping pace with slaughter, there's still a generous global supply of hides. This week's report also has updated figures and monthly averages on sales and shipments through August for the year. So you'll want to have a look at that. That's all we have for this week, and we'll see you again next week. Bye from HideNet.